Have you ever walked into a medical practice and within the first few minutes, you could tell exactly how it was going to run that day? The phones are ringing, patients are waiting, the front desk is overwhelmed. A provider already running behind. Nobody seems to be doing anything terribly wrong, but something just feels off. I've been in hundreds of medical practices over the last 30 years, and I've noticed something. Practices rarely become chaotic overnight. It happens one small decision at a time. One little issue gets ignored, and then another, and then another. Eventually, everyone adapts, and what used to bother the team simply becomes the way we do things. There's actually a leadership concept that explains this perfectly. It's called the broken window theory, and the idea is simple. If a building has one broken window and nobody fixes it, eventually more windows get broken. Not because people are bad, but because that broken window sends a message. It says, no one's paying attention. No one is maintaining a standard. I think this applies beautifully to medical practices. The broken windows in your practice aren't made of glass. They're the little things. The employee who's always 5 minutes late, the phone that rings 8 times before someone answers it, the referral that's been sitting untouched for days, or the patient who waits 45 minutes without anyone explaining what's going on. How about the eye roll at the front desk when someone asks another question? Or the provider who starts clinic late every single morning? Or the messy break room? Or the stack of papers that everyone just walks past? Now, none of these things seem like a crisis, of course. That's exactly why they're dangerous, because they're easy to ignore. Here's what I think many leaders misunderstand. Your team isn't lowering their standards on purpose. They're adapting to the standards they see. If something keeps happening and leadership never addresses it, well, the team naturally assumes this must be okay. And before long, nobody notices anymore. It just becomes the culture. I hear practice owners say things like, well, my staff they just don't seem to care. Or nobody takes ownership anymore. Sometimes, yes, that's true. But many times, the team is simply following the standard that's been allowed to exist. Culture isn't created during an annual retreat, and it isn't created by your mission statement hanging on the lobby wall. It's created every single day by what leaders choose to tolerate. Every problem you ignore quietly teaches your team what excellence really means. Now, here's the encouraging part. The opposite is also true. Every time you fix one broken window, you're restoring that standard. Maybe you finally address the provider who's always late. And maybe you redesign the referral process so it's not so frustrating for everyone. Or maybe you train your staff on how to communicate consistently with patients. Maybe you decide that every patient who's waiting more than 15 minutes deserves an update. Those seem like small changes, but they send a completely different message. They tell your team, we pay attention here and we care about the details. This is what excellence looks like. I've learned over the years that great medical practices aren't great because they never have problems. Of course, every practice has problems. The difference is that great leaders don't let the small problems become the culture. So here's my challenge for you. Tomorrow morning, walk through your practice with a fresh set of eyes. Pretend you're seeing it for the very first time and ask yourself, what have we stopped noticing? Or what has become normal that shouldn't be normal? Then don't try to fix everything. I don't want you to become overwhelmed. Just pick one broken window and fix it. Because when you restore one standard, you make it easier for your team to raise every other standard with you. I'd love to hear from you.